MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the West region and the prospects from the Central region. Richard Sanderson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping into the box, Joaquin Mendez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Designated hitter, Joaquin Mendez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Castilla in foul ground, and this will land foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
This is what we call a challenge fastball. Scouts love to see a guy with enough confidence and arm strength to just reach back and fire a heater past the hitter. No analytics or data is as important as some old school mano a mano. The scouts will eat that one up.
Batting second, left fielder, DeAndre Span.
Standing in now, DeAndre Span. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
When you find yourself in an 0-2 hole against one of the best hurlers in baseball, you're basically just hoping to make contact. He's so good at putting guys away, though.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Wow, he's not messing around right here. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, sit your backside down. Scouts just love a guy that's willing to go right after a hitter, and that's exactly what he did there. I see a lot of scouts in the stands nodding their heads, liking what they see, and I don't blame them.
Stepping in now, Gilberto Molina. The first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Stepping up now, Lou Jimenez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Lou Jimenez.
First offering on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count, 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Yeah, and that's a great job of keeping him off balance right there. He sits him down with a very nice off-speed pitch, and that has to impress the scouts in the stands. Most young hurlers depend on spotting their fastballs, but he's showing right there that he has an effective off-speed repertoire as well.
Into the box now, Jackson Fan.
Jackson
As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. Here's the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
And that's just an excellent job of attacking the batter the entire at-bat right there, eventually finishing him off for the strikeout. I don't care what he does the rest of this showcase. He just shows he knows how to mix his pitches, keep hitters off balance, and finish them when he has the chance. Good stuff.
Batting second, third baseman, Edgar Villarreal.
Into the box, Edgar Villarreal. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
The 0-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Standing in, Chris Woodward, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Woodward.
And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they just can't touch him right now as this is swung on and missed. 7 punch-outs now, and there's 1 away.
That's a nice job right there, sitting him down with style. Speaking of which, style points might not matter in regular games, but in a showcase, anything that can put a shine on your performance can do nothing but improve your chances in the draft, and that's just what that K did for him.
Batting 8, right fielder, Craig Hoskins.
Standing in now, Craig Hoskins. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. In now, David Fernandez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really the only way you're going to be able to hit.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
Your attention, please. Coming in to pitch for the Central, number 22, Art Lacey.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Evan Lopez earns the victory on the mound. It's time for baseball here on the show. 1 game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the Central region and the prospects representing the East. Chris York, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1. One and 2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, and that's a great job of keeping him off balance right there. He sits him down with a very nice off-speed pitch, and that has to impress the scouts in the stands. Most young hurlers depend on spotting their fastballs, but he's showing right there that he has an effective off-speed repertoire as well.
Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitched up. Sanderson shading to his right, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Ricky Casilla, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Weak to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. 2nd inning upcoming here in Florida's Baseball City. The Central squad is on top here, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Paul Bunning, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Paul Bunning.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And he'll step off. Fouled away. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Wow, he's not messing around right here. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, sit your backside down. Scouts just love a guy that's willing to go right after a hitter, and that's exactly what he did there. I see a lot of scouts in the stands nodding their heads, liking what they see, and I don't blame them.
Into the box now, Pedro Cervantes, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. And he got him.
Wow, that's the kind of stuff that really impresses here in a showcase. That's 3 Ks for him so far, and he's showing he can make big-time hitters swing and miss on a regular basis, which is something every front office in baseball can appreciate. Definitely helping himself in this one.
Stepping in, George Willis. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Second baseman, George Willis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Sanderson has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Leading off the inning, Rolando France, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Fielder, Rolando France.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And it's fouled away. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
This is what we call a challenge fastball. Scouts love to see a guy with enough confidence and arm strength to just reach back and fire a heater past the hitter. No analytics or data is as important as some old school mano a mano. The scouts will eat that one up.
A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Jeez, he has been absolutely dominant on the mound out there, sitting guys down about as fast as they stand up. Front office types have always been enamored with strikeout pitchers. So after this outing, I expect this guy to be shooting up the draft boards. It's been a dream showcase so far for him.
Floyd.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Central Prospects lead it here 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Central Prospects, number 22, Art Lacey.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Central came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. James Negri is credited with the win. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
For the Central, 4 runs on 10 hits.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Minnesota Twins select Manny Villanueva, a second baseman from the Central Region. With the 7th pick, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Richard Sanderson, a starting pitcher from the Central Region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone,
The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Jackson Generals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Richard Sanderson gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Striding in, Rich Price. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a swing and a miss for strike one, as that's how this new season of baseball will get underway. Sanderson is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Well, I'm sure that feels good, and maybe he'll keep the ball or something, but you know his sights are set on a lot higher than Double-A ball. Figuring out how to strike out a lot more guys at this level as he progresses in the minors will be one of the keys for him reaching the big leagues.
Into the box, Frank Blue, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. One out, nobody on. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number two.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And he takes strike three called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Alvin Anthony.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike. Little back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number one. No score. Leading off the inning, John Rodriguez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. The high fastball is in there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Coming to the plate now, Geronimo Diaz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Batting 6, left fielder, Jeff Felder.
Standing in now, Jeff Felder. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Richard Sanderson. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Hit hard towards center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Leading off the inning, Luis Hernandez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Way in front of that fastball. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Batting 8, shortstop,
In now, Rich Schroeder. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Vladimir Ozuna.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Jackson leads this one 4-0. Ready for another chance? Rich Price. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Striding in once again, Frank Blue. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Blue is retired, 2 down now. Digging in to try it again, Alvin Anthony. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Anthony tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Generals are on top, 4-0.
Leading off the 4th inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richard Sanderson. He singled his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Rodriguez has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Ready for another chance, John Rodriguez. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, How about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Now batting, the first baseman, Geronimo Diaz.
And a step off. Stepping in now, Geronimo Diaz. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
This one skied out toward right. Moving under it, Germano. And he makes the catch for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Stepping in, Jeff Felder.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeff.
First pitch coming, here it is. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Generals lead it 4-0. Striding in once again, Luis Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer. He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Digging in to try it again, Rich Schroeder.
Rich Schroeder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Soft towards first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ricky Aguilar will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, Ricky Aguilar.
knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Two out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Popped him up. Mendez is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning here. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Jackson leads this one 4-0. Alex Rodriguez is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Rodriguez.
Digging in once again, Richard Sanderson. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Pitcher, Richard Sanderson.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is line to left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that.
Leading off the inning, Rich Price. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Now batting, second baseman, Frank Blue.
Into the box now, Frank Blue. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Third baseman number 24, Alvin Anthony.
Standing in now, Alvin Anthony. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Generals are on top, 4-0. Ready once again, Richard Sanderson. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
From the stretch, here's a fly ball, well hit. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, John Rodriguez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Tapper to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ready for another shot now, Geronimo Gallas. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Late that time for a strike. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And that's the second out.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Digging in, Jeff Felder. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. 24 have been set down. 3 left to go. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Generals lead it 5-0. Now at the plate, Luis Hernandez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Stepping up to the plate, Rich Schroeder. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Strike three. 19 strikeouts for him now. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this will be a called strike two, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Strike three called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports. And I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Jackson Generals. 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 18 runners on base. For the Jumbo Shrimp, no runs on no hits. 1 error. They left no runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight.